Good morning, Matt here. In this video, I'm going to be discussing the state of stimulus going forward with the current information that we have as of this morning, November 4th. Yesterday was election day, and as of right now, this recording, we do not have a president named quite yet. However, they are still counting, and we're still waiting on some key states to come in, such as Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Michigan, among many others that we're still waiting on to declare that winner for the presidency. It could be today, it could be in the next couple days, we don't know, but we're still waiting on some of those key states to come in, as this is still a very close election. But I do want to talk about the state of stimulus, what it means going forward with the current information that we have regarding the House, the Senate, who is going to get control of these branches of government. So before we get into it, I just want to say my videos do pertain to everybody, as I always say, including Social Security recipients, retirement, disability, and survivors, SSI, supplemental security income, VA, RRB, low income, no income, the underserved, the underrepresented. You know the drill. I like to look out for all of these people here in this community. However, my videos pertain to everybody. So let's get right into it. If you're new here, thanks so much for joining me. I really do appreciate it. Be sure to hit the subscribe button down below. And if you're returning, welcome back. Thanks so much for being here once again. I'm sure this will be one of several videos that I will have today, as information is changing very quickly and we are watching everything very closely. So let's talk about the information that we do have. I don't know if I said this already, but I'm recording this at about 9 a.m. Eastern time on November 4th. So just to qualify, if you watch this later in the afternoon, of course, a lot will change between now and later this afternoon. But anyway, so here's what we do know. Again, like I just said, we do not have a president declared at this time. They are still counting many votes, so we're still waiting on that. And of course, as soon as we get that information, I will bring that to you, of course. But here's what we do know, and this is going to influence the state of stimulus. As we know, everybody wants those second stimulus checks as quickly as possible. So the House of Representatives will maintain control by the Democrats. So Democrats will maintain control of the House of Representatives. In fact, they picked up an additional 5 seats, it looks like, as of right now. So, once again, the House of Representatives will maintain control by the Democrats, and they'll actually increase their influence by, it looks like, about 5 seats in the House as of right now. As far as Nancy Pelosi goes, it looks like Nancy Pelosi has won re-election, so Nancy Pelosi will not be going anywhere for a few years. So we can expect Nancy Pelosi will be, once again, probably the Speaker of the House, as she has been. So we can probably anticipate that is what's going to happen in the House. As we look toward the Senate is once again going to be maintained and controlled by Republicans. So, as I said in my video last night, Mitch McConnell, remember, he is the Republican leader in the Senate. He is also going to be reelected. So Mitch McConnell is back in. So here's what we're doing. As of right now, as of, prior to Election Day and going forward into January, we knew that everybody would maintain their positions and the parties would maintain their control going into January. However, we didn't know further on beyond January where we would stand. But we know now that the House will be controlled by Democrats, just as it currently is, and the Senate will be controlled by Republicans, as it currently is going forward. So once again, we're going to have a divided government. As far as the presidency, we don't know, like I've been saying. However, at this point, it doesn't really even matter who the president is at this point. We're not going to have a blue wave, and we're not going to have a red wave. Remember, I made those videos over the weekend talking about the potential, what would happen as far as stimulus regarding the blue wave, what would happen regarding stimulus with a red wave. Well, guess what? We can throw those ideas out the window because it's not happening, because we have a divided House and a divided Senate. So that's what it means. We're not having either of those waves. So at this point, it doesn't matter who the president comes down to as far as the state of stimulus, because there's still going to be a lot of opposition between the House and the Senate at this point, because the House may want to push through a big stimulus package, but once again, it may not get that support in the Senate. The exact same situation that we've been dealing with over the last several months. So regardless of who the president is going to be, whether it's President Trump again or it's Joe Biden at this point, we can anticipate, remember that HEROES Act? If you watched my video over the weekend making the case for if there happened to be a blue wave, I anticipated we probably wouldn't see stimulus until probably late February at the absolute earliest. And I anticipated if we get a blue wave, we would see that HEROES Act, the $3.4 trillion stimulus package, be pushed through. Well, that's not happening. The reason is there's no way the Senate is going to approve that and support it. So we can throw the HEROES Act out the window as well. Not happening. There's no way the Senate will support that. However, can we possibly get that $2.2 trillion package through that Nancy Pelosi has been pushing, or the $1.9 trillion stimulus package that Steve Mnuchin is sitting at the table with Nancy? Can we anticipate that? Possibly. Again, I don't think it comes down to the president. It comes down to if the Senate is going to approve that and push it through. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with the presidency as far as who wins that, and then we can possibly anticipate a little bit further what is going to happen as far as the state of stimulus. So, when can we see the next stimulus? Because a lot of you have been asking, can you give us an update? Can you let us know where we stand with stimulus? Are we going to see it? Is it going to be near or far? That is still to be determined. We can possibly anticipate that there could be stimulus after the election. The reason I say that is because without the blue sweep that I laid out the case for over the weekend, as well as I also laid out the case for the red sweep, so please don't attack me. I made the case for both of them, red and blue sweep. Like I said, neither of them are happening, but we could potentially see stimulus after the election simply because Democrats are going to look at it and say, okay, we don't have the blue sweep, so maybe we should just push through the stimulus, even if it's less than the $2.2 trillion that Nancy wants. Maybe we'll take the 1.9 because we did not get the blue sweep that we were hoping for. So there's still actually quite a bit of hope that we could get stimulus after the election. However, if President Trump does not get re-election, which again, we don't know yet, if he does not get re-election, he may just fold up and say, I'm not doing anything for the next 3 months. So we'll have to wait and see. We will probably get more clarity just in a matter of a couple hours here as more states report. So I wanted to give you the stimulus update because a lot of people were reaching out yesterday saying, hey, can you give us an update on stimulus? And I was responding saying, unfortunately, there's no update on stimulus on election day because all eyes are on the election. So that's what we have as of this morning. Of course, I anticipate I'll be back probably a couple more times throughout the day today, and of course, many more times throughout the week because it's going to be a very, very busy week. So please enjoy your day. Stay tuned. I will have another update for you as soon as we get more relevant information. But the hope is still alive that we could get stimulus right after the election. So hopefully something happens. President Trump, whether he's in or out, it doesn't really matter. Hopefully he pulls through with his statements that he's been making over the last few days saying we'll get a massive stimulus package right after the election. So hopefully he pulls through on that, regardless whether he wins or loses. Doesn't matter. Either way, I'll be back for you. Stay tuned, everybody. Thanks so much, and I'll see you